Last week, it was a record-setting debut for Oklahoma quarterback Jalen Hurts. Tonight, he leads the Sooners into Game 2 of the 2019 season. From the Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, OU Medicine presents Oklahoma football. Tonight, the South Dakota Coyotes meet the 4th-ranked Oklahoma Sooners. Hello again, everybody, along with former New York Giant and Super Bowl champion Gary Reasons. I'm Ron Thulin. Gary, coming into the Houston game last week, there were two big questions. Has the Oklahoma defense improved, and how will Jalen Hurts be in his first start at quarterback for OU? And that second question was answered.
I think that Jalen is very, very comfortable now coming in here. You learn this offensive system very simply because he's a guy, he understands football. He's had a lot of experience. And what he did, he put up 6 overall touchdowns, 3 to the ground, 3 on the air. And I think that he's going to be able to continue that outcoming very well. This game is going to be one where he's going to be able to display his passing capabilities, and he knows when to throw it. He can step up in the pocket and make a strike like he does here to C.D. Lamb early last week. And also he knows when to run the football. He's a senior quarterback, for an experienced guy to be able to run this football, and I think that he knows what to do. I think Oklahoma is tremendously happy to have him here.
Well, the defense did improve last week, but when you have the preseason Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year in Kenneth Murray, you are going to be good. Good foundation.
Yeah, he's an exceptional athlete. He can use his athleticism in this new speed D with the Sooners. I think that he could be the catalyst for this defense all year long in the front, in the run game, and also in the passing game. He's going to be a big play guy all season long.
That's the 125th season of Oklahoma football, also the 125th consecutive sellout. We'll have the kickoff between the Sooners and the Coyotes coming up next.
C.D. Lamb has been called college football's top receiver. At 6'2 1/2, he makes plays others can't. With exceptional body control, superb focus,
Touchdown, C.D. Lamb.
Fearlessness, and the ability to dominate defenders with pure talent.
Every time I got the ball, I just wanted to make a big play to get us going.
He's a record-setting Sooner, getting better and stronger in his junior season.
He's transformed his body. It certainly made him a better player.
C.D. Lamb, a major concern for South Dakota tonight in Norman.
C.D. Lamb, the junior out of Richmond, Texas, 2 catches last week, ready to go tonight. Third member of our broadcast team tonight, we welcome in Leslie McCaslin, who just moments ago caught up with Lincoln Riley, the head coach of Oklahoma.
Thanks very much. Well, Coach, last week you debuted a new quarterback, a new defensive coordinator. Now, what improvement do you want to see from week 1 to week 2?
I think just the natural, game 1 to game 2 steps. We've got to play more consistently on all sides of the ball. We can't have the ups and downs that we had last week. Got to do better with penalties, decision-making, coaching. It's all got to get better.
All right, we look forward to it. Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Oklahoma, though, now pushed back inside the 20. You look at the defensive line. Hurts just flares it out left side. The Lamb spins his way up over the 30, close to the first down. He'll be about 1.5 yards, 2 yards short. We want to improve on that a lot. Quick flick outside we were talking about. That'll be short of the first down. Dakari Allen picks up a couple.
Good outing early in the ball game last week against Houston.
Well, South Dakota was only 2 of 10 on 3rd down last week versus Montana. High snap, bring it down, hand off to Brooks, and it's going to be very, very close. If it's where the official is marking it, it'll be about 0.5 yard short.
They've all got to come together. We'll talk more about that defense as the game goes on.
Alan Brooks again to the backfield. Hurts straight drop. Got time, going deep, far side, up for grabs. Caught! C.D. Lamb! Philip Powell, the safety, thought he had him covered, but Lamb with an outstanding effort. Sets up a 3rd down and 8, ball at the 23-yard line. 3 wide receivers set. Hurts looks, steps up, looks across the middle, wide open. First down, C.D. Lamb down to the 3. 20 yards on the pickup. Trey Sermon now in the backfield. Fake it to Sermon. Hurts, touchdown, Oklahoma. C.D. Lamb, it's already his night.
The entire back of the end zone. Watch this area here is completely clear, and he runs through it to be able to get that touchdown. Easy target for Jalen Hurts to throw to, and
This is pretty, Gary.
yes, it is right over the ball. CeeDee Lamb makes himself available. Good first score here for the Sooners.
That's a familiar face here for sure. OU star Buddy Hield now with the Sacramento Kings. But more importantly, you are from the Bahamas. I know this has got to be a tough time for you and your family. How are they doing right now?
Thank God for life, they're alive, but at its most, be on the island and seeing all the, the catastrophic events that happen, it's tough to watch, it's tough to see, talking to my mom and family and friends, they're just all traumatized, it's something that has never happened before in the islands, and they're just trying to figure out how to, live, get through the day on the island, so it's pretty tough, but, thank God for life.
Such a beautiful place, so many beautiful people there, so friendly. I know you're not only trying to help your family, but everybody there. So how are you trying to spread the word right now?
I'm spreading the word, but I have a GoFundMe page, at Buddy Hield Hurricane Dorian Relief. You can go there and donate. My foundation page at buddyhield.org. Just click the link, and it's on my Instagram, on my Twitter. And you got a lot of Bahamian athletes that are doing the same thing too. And a lot of people stepped up. So any support you guys can give, it's worth it.
I know the NBA season is right around the corner, so do you get to go see your family? Do you just talk to them? Because I know you're about to get really busy.
For sure. I might go in for a day and try help on the island for a little bit, and that's where I grew up. It's tough to see videos. I want to go there and see myself and help my family and friends, but I think the Kings will allow me to go too. And it'll be hard to go and watch, but that's my people. I got to go there, and that's why I'm here. I have the platform to do it.
All right, thanks, buddy. Using your platform for good. We appreciate it. People go donate. Back to you, Ron.
All right. Absolutely a great cause. Cody Case on the reception, by the way. And also Buddy Hield, good friends with Jonquel Jones. Oklahoma knows a little bit about that. Pass incomplete, intended for Allen. And you and I were coming over here, and, of course, we were trying to keep up with the Michigan and those useless penalties. Here's Simmons. Into the flat. Pass incomplete. Good defense by Oklahoma's Parnell Motley.
Time here at Oklahoma, and it's made him a better player overall.
Trey Sermon bounces off right side. Cuts back over the 10 up to the 11-yard line. Jake Matthew coming up from that linebacker spot to make the stop. It's the kind of situation you want if you're Oklahoma. Sermon again. A lot of room. Over the 30. Up to the 40 to the 42-yard line, Trey Sermon. Play covered 30 yards. And 12 Hurts. Penalty flag thrown in the backfield. He'll get the first down, but it's probably coming back. Cameron.
Audible at the line of scrimmage with Jalen Hurts trying to get his receivers in different spots.
Number 77. Offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still third down.
Now it's third down and a bunch. 22. Hurts. Straight drop. Four-man rush. Plenty of pressure. Throws over the middle. Caught. Inside the 45 to CeeDee Lamb, his fifth reception of the evening. It was third down and 22 also. Fake it to Sermon. Wide open. Caught. Rambo. Down to the 25-yard line. A pickup of 19 and a first down. On the pitch. Hazelwood. Cuts back inside the 20-yard line, down to the 17. Jaden Hazelwood, a talented freshman out of Ellenwood, Georgia, picks up 18. Tisdale on the stop. Well, he had a lot of playing time, but they are very high on him. A wealth of talent at wide receiver. Sermon, left side, pushes way to the first down.
You know, what I like about Trey Sermon is he makes a decision and then he goes full bore for it. You know, and don't try to dance around and possibly get a negative play.
10th play of the drive. Hurts, time, look, throws, touchdown, Oklahoma, Jeremiah Hall. His second touchdown of the season. Let's hope he doesn't go over to the tight end, and H-back coach Shane Beamer and headbutt him this time.
Well, the linebacker Cochran turns to the left quickly because Jalen Hurts goes there, but back to the right is where the ball's going to come. He's going to leak out of the backfield and just
10 plays, 97 yards, just over 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Oklahoma leads 14-0 in the opening frame. And one of the great coaches in Oklahoma history, the winningest coach in that history, Bob Stoops is joining us right now. We'll join him right after this play as Simmons with a quick pass, almost picked off. And joining us now is Bob Stoops. I don't think I've ever seen you relaxed at the end of the first quarter.
I've never been relaxed. I don't know that I am yet. It still bothers me. I still come to the stadium early. I'm nervous.
Now, you've got your sons playing on this football team, so you've got to be at these games.
Yeah, Drake, my one son's playing, so I'm hoping I get to see him tonight. But it's exciting. I love being here.
But his twin brother is coaching. Kind of a student coach. Simmons, look out. Throws it up for grabs, and it's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So your sons are kind of getting still with football.
Yeah, well, one's coaching at Moore High School, and then Drake is on the football team here as an inside receiver. So they're doing great. I'm proud of them.
What has been the hardest part in this transition?
All of it. Yeah, this has been your whole life. You're so, engrossed in it all and so much emotion. And then to step away, I knew it was going to be hard. So I was aware of it. That doesn't mean it's wrong, but all of it's hard.
But you got a guy that took over for you that has handled everything and all the responsibilities, and he relies on you a lot. He was talking about that with us yesterday. Not afraid to pick up the phone and call you. That punt will go out at about the 32-yard line. And you've kind of been a mentor to Lincoln Riley.
Well, to whatever degree. Lincoln's such a good head coach, great offensive mind and play caller, but a great head coach. So he doesn't need me, but we have a great friendship and trust. He knows I want nothing but the best for him and the team. So every now and then there's something he wants to discuss with someone. He got a confidant in me for sure.
Now you've got the senior class of this year. It was really kind of your last class that you pulled in recruiting wise. What's it like for you to see these guys evolve?
I'm proud of them. We've had a couple of championships the last couple of years. So that's what we do here at Oklahoma, win championships, and I'm proud that they continue to do that and chase national championships.
I remember a number of years ago you were telling a lot of us in the media, you said, I may not write a book. I don't think there's a market for it. But on Tuesday, your book is coming out. No excuses, the making of a head coach. Hurts throws this up for grabs. That book, and I had a friend in Tulsa tell me, it's very insightful and it's also very touching. Why'd you write it?
I've had coaches through the years from all different levels of football ask me how I did it, what's your path? And I thought, well, I might as well put it down, as well as the transition here from a struggling program, a proud tradition, right. But at the time I took it over, a really struggling down program, and how we rejuvenated and brought it back to life and into national prominence, how we put that together.
But it's more than just football, as Oklahoma now facing a second down and 10. Look out. Hurts will keep it. Got a little bit of a seam. First down, close to the 50 and into Coyote territory. But it's not just about football, because you've got a chapter that my friend told me was very touching, talking about the Children's Hospital at OU Medicine. You used to go there on Thursdays. Was that tough to write and to relive? You probably are still involved in it, though.
A lot of it is. I met some special spectators today before the game that we see up in the Children's Hospital. So it was tough. There's so many great friendships and beautiful kids that had such battles. Some have been able to overcome them, so many haven't. So a lot of great relationships though from those visits.
Hurts going down the middle, incomplete. But before we let him go, Gary, we got to ask him.
Yeah, what do you think of number one?
Oh, I love him. Jalen Hurts has got a huge, going to have a huge year. Incredibly smart, bright guy in the room, in the meeting rooms. You could tell every week he gets more and more comfortable in what we're doing. People forget, like Kyler was here a couple of years before he had to go on the field. Jalen's just been here 6 months maybe. So I think he's doing great. And Lincoln does such a phenomenal job of playing to the quarterback's strengths. He'll work with them in a great way.
Second down and 10, ball at the 49-yard line. Hurts looking for the seam, finds it. Cuts inside, 30, 20, 10, finally knocked out of bounds. Sooners knocking on the door again. Bob, before we let you go, you're not out of coaching. You got the Dallas Renegades coming up. You have the draft in October. You start playing in February. Is that exciting for you?
It's incredibly exciting. Vince McMahon and Oliver Luck, our bosses, really know what they're doing. We put it together the right way. As you guys would know, we have great TV contracts already set up, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting.
Well, we thank you, Coach. Thanks for spending some time for us,
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it.
Good seeing you. Thank you.
Don't forget, folks, you need to pick up the book on Tuesday. Again, no excuses for making of a head coach. Straight ahead, running. Touchdown, Oklahoma. 13-yard touchdown.
It's downhill power football. You see the big guys coming around. He gets behind them, and Kenny Brooks does the last 5 yards on his own. Breaking tackle, that's yak. That's yards after contact. Just a couple needed to get into that end zone. Sooners are rolling.
Kennedy Brooks, the redshirt sophomore out of Mansfield, Texas. His first touchdown of 2019. Stays in the backfield, 3 wide receivers to the left. Ball on the 34. Henry gets hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. Gallimore makes up for the penalty and drops him.
Yeah, a guy that's going to need to be make physical plays in there because he's got to take care of these offensive linemen he goes against. But they're going to run one-gap system under this new defense, and that's what Gallimore, like you see him there, make a play and cause a fumble.
Ball is loose, still loose. Oklahoma covers it up. Brendan Radley Hiles. First turnover forced by Oklahoma this year. Sermon and C.D. Lamb having an outstanding first half so far. Hurts drops plenty of time into the flat. Caught again, C.D. Lamb. Up over the 45 to the 47-yard line. His 6th reception of the ball game. Kenneth Murray with 2 total tackles. His linebacker coach, Brian Odom, has told him to cut it loose. And Murray loves Brian Odom.
He's amazing. I think of him as my biggest blessing because, you know, he comes in and he's always ready to work. He's always, that, nobody's going to outwork me mentality. And, I'm just grateful to have him in my corner, grateful to be able to go to him and ask him all the questions that I need to be able to ask and be able to get answers from him and able to learn every day from him. So, every day, he's teaching me something every day. We're in there, we're learning and, even when I'm not around him, it's like, I just can't wait to get back around him, can't wait to get things going because he's just such a phenomenal guy. He's such a great coach. So, I'm really happy to have him as my coach.
Yeah, physical play there from the Sooner secondary.
I like what Deshaun White says about Coach Odom. He says he's fierce. Simmons goes down, and it is Deshaun White.
Yeah, once again, number 23 steps up and makes a nice play here. So, Deshaun White, big physical play previously, comes back now with a negative play.
No flag. Simmons running for his life again. Sets the feet and has to throw it away.
Tacklers, though, when he needs to get those tough yards.
Kennedy Brooks now in the backfield. 3 down linemen for the Coyotes. Brooks, left side, got the first down. Up over the 35-yard line, pushed down at the 38-yard line. Pickup of 20 on the play.
Well, when you watch Kennedy Brooks run, it looks effortless, and it's power, and speed.
Again, it started with Bob Stoops. So did the sellout streak here in Norman. On 3rd down, first down, caught. Basquin with a reception. The line had 156 starts. Coming into this year, they had only 12. All of those belong to Humphrey. Brooks got close to the first down, reaches for it. Let's see where they mark it. It'll be about a half a yard short. He picked up 13.
Well,
Herbst keeps, looks, has room, stiff arms his way, and he will get the first down. Now they're going to mark it right at the 35-yard line.
Continued to hit it off. They share that competitiveness and love for the game, and I can tell you guys, they sit by each other every time they come over to the sideline in between. Serious.
They do have a connection. Hurts on the run. And I think what Lincoln Riley said,
for him to be out there throwing the ball the way he does.
Kennedy Brooks on 2nd down and short. Down to the 14-yard line, another first down for Oklahoma, and again they're in the red zone. Pickup of 12. I think in the red zone tonight. Keep it on the ground with Brooks. Falls forward down to the 6-yard line. He picks up 8. Loving every minute of it. A little toss over to Rambo, and he will go in for the score.
2-minute drill. This is nothing more than time for you to put some polish on what you're doing as a football team, as you got the defensive line of the Sooners putting the pressure on Austin Simmons and bringing him to the turf as he throws the ball away.
Well, Coach, you said you wanted to clean some things up. 8 penalties in the first half. How do you make some adjustments at halftime?
Yeah, we had way too many offensively. Stunted a couple of drives. We've played pretty well defensively, done a great job there. Got to play much cleaner on the offensive side of the ball.
But 28-0, how much more do we see Jalen Hurts with this offense in the second half?
We'll get in and reevaluate. We need to play a little bit cleaner, but certainly hope to be able to play some more guys here in the second half.
All right, thanks, Lincoln.
Versus Montana tied a South Dakota record with 11 receptions. This time, the Oklahoma Sooners, another tackle for the loss, led by K9, Kenneth Murray.
Kenneth Murray getting a tackle for loss there. Kenneth Murray doing a good job of just wrapping up in a negative play.
Fourth tackle for a loss, and this time pressure up the middle. That forced Simmons just to throw it wide to the right side.
That
three-man rush. They set up a little screen. This could go for 6. Radley Hiles, touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, South Dakota tries to go misdirection to the right side of the field there.
And once again. Back in the backfield. Simmons, nothing doing. The speed of Oklahoma just slicing into the backfield. And again, LaRon Stokes coming in with his
getting what he wants tonight.
Third down, looking pass, caught. But the Oklahoma defense, nice job swarming. That'll keep them away from the first down marker. Nick Bonito led the charge, the redshirt freshman out of Fort Lauderdale. Lamb moves up to the 24. Cuts to his left, turns on the speed, look out. Up to the 50-yard line, C.D. Lamb. Just saw the great punt return by C.D. Lamb, but one of the greats in Oklahoma history, of course, is Antonio Perkins. Who can forget September 20th of 2003? He had 277 yards in punt returns versus UCLA. And Antonio Perkins is standing by now with Leslie.
You are exactly right. The record breaker right here. Antonio, that was such a special game. They were just talking about it when you had the 3 punt returns for touchdowns. Of course, with UCLA coming up next weekend, have you done some reminiscing?
Oh, absolutely. Every year it's always amazing that people remember who I am and remember what I've accomplished and what I've done on the football field.
You bet. And, of course, a ton against UCLA. And then right before this, we saw C.D. Lamb with that punt return. Have you been impressed by him?
Oh, absolutely. I'm waiting for him to break a good one. And the crowd's going wild right now, but I think sometime this year he's going to score one for us.
And there's a touchdown. Do you think that he can break your record?
I'm hoping no one breaks my record, to be honest with you. The record I broke was 37 years old, so I'm hoping that as long as I'm living, no one breaks it.
You've watched this OU team now. You said you go to a road trip once a year. How good do you think this team can be behind Jalen Hurts?
I think we'll be really well. We can do well with Jalen Hurts, the quarterback. He's a really good runner. He's working on his throwing, and I think that once the season goes along, he gels and gets used to these guys, and I think that we'll see what happens. I think Alabama, Clemson, they're going to be in the top 2. I think we got a chance to sneak in there as well.
All right, thanks, Antonio. With that touchdown, that was not distracting at all, guys. He did a great job. Back to you.
Well, we're not sure if it's a touchdown. Jaden Hazel, with the freshman out of Ellenwood, Georgia, they're going to have to review it. It looked like the ball came out of his hands.
After review, the ball was fumbled at the 3-yard line. The ball went outside of the pylon. Therefore, it's a forward fumble out of bounds. By rule, we're going to bring the ball back to the 3-yard line. Be first and goal, Oklahoma.
Sherman straight ahead, leans forward. They're going to mark him down at about the 1-foot line.
Bit of a submarine tackle by the defense there.
Once again, Oklahoma's been perfect in the red zone so far this evening. Straight ahead again, Sherman trying to get the surge. Touchdown, Oklahoma. 7 yards on the reception, set up the touchdown. Because the Sooners are the ones who have dropped the anvil on the Coyotes. especially defensively. And again, Henry is stopped. The Oklahoma defense is doing everything you said that Coach Grinch wanted him to do. But I thought that was unfair criticism. Mordecai's a good quarterback. Hands off right side. Stevenson up over the 45, gets the first down. Ramondre Stevenson, the junior out of Las Vegas. 41 yards last week, 14 on that run. Yeah, 6. Mordecai looks left. Throws over the middle, wide open, caught inside the 30-yard line. A.D. Miller, his second reception of the year. Boy, was he open, though. Well, of his career. Mordecai also moving the football. Play action over the middle, caught inside the 5, reaching for the end zone, touchdown. Hazelwood finally gets one. But you gotta give Ramondre Stevenson a lot of credit for the block.
That's a good throw right over the middle of Hazelwood and stretching out. Good job. His knees are off the ground. Looks clearly to that. And another look at it from right in the end zone, coming right at us. In their ball.
Not too shabby.
So a little good lineage there of defensive backs in the Collins family.
Stevenson breaks through. It's a foot race to the 30, 20, 10. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He ran for over 2,000 yards at Cerritos College, the junior college. He was considered a 4-star recruit, the #1 junior college running back. He goes 75 on that scamper. Back in the backfield again, joining Tanner Mordecai. Stevenson showing the power, gets his way up to the 30. He's earning himself more playing time in the next few weeks.
He's got a little more gas in the tank than I would have given him credit for.
Once again, T.J. Pledger not playing tonight because of injury. They get it off to Derek Stoops. He gets close to the 50-yard line. He had 2 receptions last season. He gets one tonight.
Well, he just gets his helmet pulled off, so Drake has to step on the sideline. Drake Stoops catches the ball, pulls it in, and gets everything readjusted there.
Combined 42 points, 16 first downs, 370 combined yards. Stevenson leans forward, gets into Coyote territory, pick up 6. Sooners are going to go for it on 4th down and 2. This will be the first time they've done that this season. Handoff straight ahead. That'll be good for the first down. I remember Mac Brown telling me, you know, you got to give those 2nd and 3rd teamers some reps, and we don't want to do anything differently. We want to run our offense when it's a big lead. Austin Stogner, the big tight end, the freshman out of Plano, Texas.
Mildly, lightly sprained, if anything.
On 3rd down, Mordecai goes over the middle, caught inside the 15 to the 10. Theo Weiss still going. Touchdown! Time in the Tough Club. Touchdown again. Tanner Mordecai rifling the pass for his 2nd touchdown of the evening. Sooners are rolling.
Right in with that culture and continued that. And he's putting his spin on things. Obviously, this offense, as we see it, the pass come down there. Was it picked off from the defense?
Yes, it was. Intercepted. Jaden Davis, the freshman out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, OU's 3rd forced turnover.
Yep.
So the defense continues to make improvement, what Gary talked about at the top of the show. Spencer Rattler has come into the ball game. The outstanding 5-star quarterback out of Phoenix, Arizona, 6 foot 197. Dumps it off into the flat to Weiss. That's a combination we may be talking about in the future.
Yeah.
Quick grasp of the offense. This time he's just going to hand off left side. Good gain. Pickup of 5 on the play and said that's impressive, and Lincoln goes, this kid's going to be really good.
Yeah, Spencer, you know, he's got an arm. You see the ball throwing right there. Bingo. He can get that ball out, no doubt about that. In sizes, you know, you got the size of Baker Mayfield, which you see Rattler taking it down and run a little bit. Baker Mayfield, a little bit of a thicker body, not a really tall guy.
Get this, 116 passing touchdowns. He keeps it, bounces to the outside, shows some speed. Got the first down, and unfreshman-like, he heads to the sideline. Yeah. And the Sooners got him. Now Rattler looks right, throws first down catch. Inside the 30, here goes Bridges. Inside the 15, all starting with the arm of Spencer Rattler.
Play that they choose.
Sooners 6 of 9 on 3rd down. They need 9. Rattler rifles, throws, touchdown, Oklahoma. Trajan Bridges. 10 different Sooners have scored. Bridges gets his first collegiate TD.
Just a good chemistry here. A couple of young guys getting to play together. They play together in practice, and they have a lot of chemistry, as I just mentioned. And right there in the void area, the defense in the end zone.
Second time tonight they've done that, and the Sooner defense stops them again. Losing a yard on the play. Great penetration by Dylan Fama'atu.
Yeah, and McKinney as well back there, also getting it.
They're going to win it. Time's going to be ticking down. 70-14 is going to be the final. First time since they hung 70 on somebody since playing North Texas. Let's take our OU Extended Campus play of the game. There are a lot to choose from, but this is one of our favorites.
Yeah, Tanner Mordecai does a nice job of getting the ball out there to Theo Weiss, and his effort and ability after the catch is impressive. Gets that ball into the end zone. That's just continuing to have a will over the defense. I'm getting this ball in the end zone, folks. You're not stopping me, and he takes it right in there. So excellent.
Riley.
Thanks, guys. Well, Coach, let's talk about your offense first. 70 points for the first time since 2007. Do you like the way Jalen engineered the offense?
Yeah, he played pretty well. You know, did a good job for us in the first quarter, really all first half. Threw the ball really well. Obviously, the penalties, again, were disappointing really throughout the game, but got to play a lot of guys. A lot of guys kind of got their first experience of playing out here, and we'll look to grow from it.
Yeah, second game, too, with this new-look defense. Were you impressed on that side? At least for your first team, didn't really give up a touchdown.
No, they didn't, and we got takeaways. You know, that's our deal. You know, it's speed D, and we want to get takeaways. We want to be the best takeaway team in the country. So did a lot better getting the ball out. Gave up a couple there late that we need to do better, but I think we took some steps.
All right, good luck next week at UCLA. We appreciate it. Okay, that's Coach Riley. Over here is C.D. Lamb, so I'm going to head that way. Hey, C.D., not a bad game out there. You guys put up 70 points today. How did Jalen engineer this offense and get you guys going?
Kept his composure. And, he did what Coach Riley preached every day, and just to keep your composure and be a great leader to this offense. And he did a great job tonight.
You see this defense all the time at practice. Can you tell a difference in that it's grown since last year?
If you can't tell, then I mean, we held these guys to 14 points, and they're a great offense, great everything. They've done all the right things, great coaches, and for us to hold them up to 14 points is, I mean, it kind of talks for itself.
You're an exciting player to watch, CD. What can people expect from you this year?
Just to keep building off my last game, man. I'm going to pick every small detail, critique myself, and just hope to come out better next week.
All right, so as a team, if you critiqued you guys, what do you have to do better until UCLA next week?
We got to keep our composure, man. We got to do all things right, the small things. And I'm sure Jalen going to go in there, Coach Riley going to go in there and talk to us about penalties and everything. We just got to make good habits and just no negative penalties.
All right, good luck to you next week and the rest of the season. Thanks, CD. Guys, he already knows what they're going to talk about and what they need to improve before next week.
I think they're conditioned to think that already. Lamb was one of them. CD Lamb, an outstanding game tonight, 144 yards receiving. We'll come back to Norman and wrap things up after this.